go. Through, just have to step on the tank. We're mostly stripped, and then we're gonna start cutting real soon. Good. Almost where it needs to be. A little more cutting to go. All right, we just finished sawing through the rear. We're about to pull this piece out. Removing the wheel well. And these rear panels. All right. Getting ready to lower the body on. I relocated all the wiring. Car starts right back up, not a problem. I'm gonna do it a lot nicer than it is now, but for now, this is just to get this thing in place. Just finished trimming up the rear quarter panel on the passenger side. It's certainly not going to win any kind of Miss Bodywork pageant, but it'll certainly get the job done for now. So let's get on cutting on the other side, and then we'll drop this body in place. I can't wait. Okay, so now that we have the hood latches off, I just need to make a cut where I get rid of the bottom right here. That's the only thing that's stopping it from going all the way down. I was trying to keep the original hood latches, to keep it more original, but yeah, it's not going to happen. So on both sides, I'm just going to make a cut right here. And then down. And we'll be able to then drop the car down into place with the front. The rear is still going to require another cut. I thought that I cut enough of the wheel well out, but I should have just cut the entire thing. I was trying to leave a little bit of a shell around the outside, but we're gonna have to completely just cut that out. So I'm gonna raise the rear of the car up and just hack those out real fast. That'll be a real quick process. And then we can dump the car all the way down, sitting on the base, and get a proper fitment. Arizona iced tea. I love you guys. You should hook me up. Just saying. All right, we're about to lower it back down. This is gonna be attempt 625, trying to get the car to settle in its place. But this time, it's gonna do it. I hope. Let's keep our fingers crossed. My BMW is now a Ford. Hey, we now have the body of my 1955 Ford on my 1999 BMW 528i E39. It's so dope. So I already put the electrical box back up top over here. I need to remount the bottom one. I got all of these mounted in place. That's all good to go, including a little white box hidden in the back. Some of the wiring was already chopped from the previous owner. I'm just gonna take that, tuck it off to the side for now, and then we'll put the trunk liner back in. Just got the rear plastics back into the trunk, along with the spare tire. It's looking like a trunk again. Time for the trunk liner. We have a carpeted trunk again. We have all of our electrical components back in place. To the right side, we have our battery box. We do have the little gap that's going to need a wheel well filling. I'm going to make that later on. But okay, I just mounted my seatbelt bracket back in place. We now have a fully functional seatbelt again, just as it was before. The back seats are in. We now have a full interior. We are now one step closer. I just made these ghetto little tabs that I can mount my rear brake light to, so I can use my original BMW brake light. These tabs are actually made from a saw blade. Really ghetto, but it'll work for now. As I said, this is just a temporary thing. Actually more sturdy than I was expecting it to be. Yeah, it looks way better. We're just gonna make little fillers right here. Whoop. That'll be easy. I accidentally bent this one a little bit, but we could bend it back. That's not a big deal. It was just me being dumb. Shit happens. Well, this just fell out. Glad my feet weren't under that when this fell. All right. Let's get this on the car. The fender on where it's supposed to be lines up to be the same width as what it should be to go around the wheel. Yep. So I hooked it to the back of the Kubota. I ran 2 lines, one to each side of the car. We raised it up just a little bit and then drove the Kubota forward, pulled it into place. It's good to go now. I somehow just managed to get the front clip of the car on by myself. I'm gonna have to move everything back. I pulled it too far forward this time, so we're gonna have to go about 1 inch back. That was my own damn fault. I'm gonna take off as much of this as possible. This rather than having it bolt directly into the bumper, I'm just gonna have the tubes bolt directly into this tube right here. So we're gonna pop in like that, and then that'll eliminate as much of this as possible, which is what we need. So I kept as much of the mount as I needed, and we just cut off the entire back half. That thing stuck out to like here, so we definitely don't need that. I just messed around with a few things. We got the front end of the car on it. It's lined up correctly this time. Time to start my 1955 Ford Customline. Whew.